As a board member, you have some civil risk, criminal risk, and also financial risk.
So Philippe, as a board member to several foreign companies in Switzerland, what is the role of board members?
According to the Swiss law, there are 7 assignments to the board member that cannot be delegated. Let me emphasize 3 of them. One of them is the supervision, the high-level supervision of the company. Another responsibility is the definition of the organization of the company. And the third one is the appointment of the senior manager. Normally, in most cases, the day-to-day management is delegated to a management team.
So that was the legal side of things. So more practically, what do board members do?
Yes, Jessica, it was the legal side. More practically, in the best case, the board member does what is foreseen in the law. But of course, we know that in many cases, the board is a sleeping board and is not spending maybe enough time on its formal duties. But in the good cases, collectively, if you take all the board members, they should really have all the competencies needed to supervise the company. Some specific industry knowledge, finance, production knowledge, research and development, commercialization, internationalization, and so on.
And as a board member, how compulsory is it to be a Swiss national?
In Switzerland, we are quite liberal in this regard. In a company, all the shareholder, all the board member, all the managers, all the employees can be foreigners. You don't need to have any Swiss. The only legal requirement is that one responsible person, i.e. One person having the right to sign, a signatory power, normally either a board member or a high-level manager. So only one person must be resident in Switzerland. It does not need to have the Swiss citizenship.
And as a Swiss-based foreign company, what's the role of locally based board members?
The locally based board member, naturally they bring, or they should bring, I would say, the local knowledge and the local contact. Local knowledge about many things. How does Switzerland work? What are the advantages of having intellectual property managed from Switzerland? What are the way to attract competent employees and to select them? What do you need to do in order to have the Made in Switzerland designation? So this is all the Swiss, I would say, typical Swiss know-how, and also including what are the regulation on laws regarding the board members on the shareholder meeting. In addition, locally based board member, they also bring contact with potential clients, with potential partners, with suppliers, service provider, university, the press, and also the local authorities.
So can you talk us through some of the risks carried by board members?
According to the Swiss law, as a board member, you have some civil risk, criminal risk, and also financial risk. For instance, the board member are personally responsible for all the security cost payment for all the employees of the company. So, of course, when you decide to accept the board membership, you must be 100% sure that the company is fully honest.
And you said that local board members also facilitate with local authorities. So that seems slightly unfair, some could say. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, Jessica, this is a little bit of tricky questions. I mean, let me try to answer as well as possible. I think that in the private sector, definitely personal contact help a lot. Regarding contact with authorities, I think if you have good personal contact, in Switzerland you are certainly not above the law. But of course it can facilitate or speed up some processes. In other cases you have some sort of, it's a matter of interpretation. I give you an example. If you are a board member of a bank and the bank needs a banking license, the regulator will have to make sure that the board member are competent and have a good reputation. And of course, if the regulator already knows personally the board member, it helps and it speeds up the process. The evaluation happens much faster.
Fantastic. Well, Philippe, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your insights.
Thank you, Jessica.
That's all from myself and Philippe once again. But if you like this video, like and comment on dugoscopy.tv. Goodbye for now.